right, point number 3, video ads. How many leverage video for advertising in your jobs? Quite a few. Jessica's like, that's my world. So there are a lot of different ways that we see these ads, right? We see them obviously on TV, we see them on YouTube, we see a ton on our phone. We get retargeted by ads. Ads are huge for product videos. Ads are huge for service-based companies that are trying to teach you something, especially these SaaS companies. And ads boost ROI, right? So video ads perform better in general than static ads. Am I right, Jared? Jared does a ton with social ads. In fact, he's the guy that I use for all of my social ads. Anytime I'm running something where I have the choice who we use, I'm always going to Jared for that. You leverage video. You can tell a story quicker, better, and more efficiently by using video in your ads. Now, the one thing that we have to pay attention to specifically with social ads is captions, right? Because there is a large percentage of your audience who's gonna have their phone on silent. You know, if you're really relying on that music or the audio, you're gonna have to cue them somehow, right? But if there's any sort of voice going on in that video, then you should put captions on those ads. 69% of marketers say videos outperform static. And consumers continue to use video as an integral part of their journey with brands. I wanted to bring up video ads because this is an option for you in your business if you're not using them. If you're thinking, oh, we need to do some paid social, oh, we need to do something in this realm, or if you're thinking, you know what, we need to tell some organic stories that showcase our products and we're not gonna throw money behind them, but this is our version of video ads. We're just shifting the mindset to say it's organic. We gotta be thinking about these. How to tell a story for brands via video. You can make video ads on a budget, or you can have larger agencies to do this. So anybody in here know Aaron Novak from Maddox Labs? That dude's a wizard with making video ads. Don't get me wrong, I'm very comfortable doing this in my own company, and I'll show you an example of one that Matt Coles and I created together here in a second, but Maddox Labs is great at this. They're just downtown. And then you've got higher budgets like the Harmon Brothers, Creatively, Chamber Media. But with those guys, you're not gonna get away with, now maybe I'm misquoting them, generally you're looking at budgets that are gonna be 20K plus. It's somewhat rare that those types of companies are going to work with you if you don't have a cool 20 to spend, because part of what they wanna do is they're gonna hire people, they're gonna make the squatty potty type ads, right? They're gonna create a custom script, they're gonna hire paid talent to be filmed, they're gonna do the makeup, they're gonna have all of that on the set, and then they wanna use part of your budget to promote your ads on YouTube and social so that they can prove that they're working, right? So, if you don't have, some of those exceed 100K, and if you don't have that type of money, you can still be leveraging ads. And there's a couple of DIY tools that I really like for this. So this is if you are just gritty, starting for yourself, or maybe you're wearing a lot of hats in your company and you're like, look, I got a phone, I can shoot some content, I can leverage stock content, I just need to know a browser-based editor where I can drag and drop and I don't have to get into After Effects or Premiere Pro. Animoto is a great one. I cannot tell you how many videos I made on Animoto when I was first diving in to the video world, because it was just easier. Honestly, it was just easier than Premiere Pro. It's easier than iMovie, right? They have pre-built templates for you that you can manipulate the colors, the branding, etc. It's quite affordable. They do have a free plan. Most of these are freemium models. There is a free plan, and then you can upgrade to a paid version depending on what you need. But something like Animoto, if you're not a video editor, great resource for you. InVideo.io. We use this one all the time for different things. So Doug, can you raise your hand real quick? Doug became a master in video because 2 years ago, he and I went to Palo Alto and we went to film 12 videos for Stanford Medicine. And we're on campus with them, and part of that was we needed assets like a spinny intro logo, right? Very common for YouTube videos to have some sort of logo intro or logo reveal. We used Animoto to create this. Guess how much Animoto costs? 20 bucks a month. And I didn't have to mess with After Effects. Doug created all sorts of custom animations, which honestly is something that is traditionally out of my wheelhouse. Like, Macey Media doesn't normally offer animated explainer videos. He created so many animated little segments within InVideo. Sometimes he was doing multiple of these a day. And we're talking like, this was a big budget production. These videos were 10 to 15 minutes long. Most of them were in the $10,000 plus range, right, for us to produce. And so, like, you're talking Stanford. They have a certain aura about them, right? They have a certain expectation of what they're going to get. And we used a tool that was costing us 20 bucks a month to do this. Now, I don't say this to brag or anything like that. Sure, it was good for the margins, but here's the thing. You do this because it works and because it's more simple than some of the other alternatives. And one of the biggest things with video production is to not overcomplicate things, because not everybody is a Matt Coles here who can go into After Effects and Premiere Pro, or like an Adam Palcher right there who can do the same and just make magic in there. So if you are not one of those two dudes with their skill sets, something like this is great. We also leverage Envato Elements. How many have heard of that? Anyone? So Envato is actually really cool. There's a few out there. Storyblocks is another, Motion Ray is another. We have subscriptions to almost all of these. You can leverage stock video assets, stock audio assets, both sound effects and royalty-free music. And then on top of that, you can have templates that other people have built out for you. So that you then open the software and you substitute and replace footage, change the colors. It speeds up your workflow immensely, and it helps cut down on costs. This is very common for like lower thirds graphics that pop into videos and little spinny things that are animated. Most of the time, video creators are leveraging some sort of template to do that because it's just faster and more efficient for the client and for the editors to do it that way. So those are great resources. If you haven't heard of those and you need somewhere to pull some content from, subscriptions to those are great.